welcome to the Takeaway with Tyra. Thank you for joining me today. I just want to remind you, if you're enjoying what you're seeing with the takeaway, please be sure, go ahead, share it. I would love if you would subscribe. Go ahead and send me some comments. And thank you. Thank you for all your support. We are with Frida Coombs York. So good to see you today, Frida. I'm so thankful you were able to join our show.
Oh, hi. It's great to be here, Tyra.
Good, good. So, as you know, on the takeaway, I have one guest and I ask one question. So, I've got a question for Frida. She has such amazing history as a woman that has not given up and kept pushing forward into the kind of dreams and goals that she wanted to meet. So, my question for you today, Frida, is why should we never give up on our dreams? So, floor is yours. Away you go.
Wow, that's a great question. Um, Actually, I've been fighting for my dreams as long as I can remember. Um, Back when I was 25, I was in the hospital, just come out of a coma. I have multiple sclerosis, and it had attacked my optical nerve, and it caused my brain to swell and put me into a coma. And when I came out of the coma, my neurologist came in and he sat down on my bed and he said, I want you to go home and I want you to get your life in order. I'm 25, mind you. He said, because you have the worst form of multiple sclerosis and you will be dead in 4 months. And I didn't even think about it. I didn't even take a breath. I looked him dead in the eye and I said, I will not be dead in 4 months. I have children to raise and I will have grandchildren to cherish. And he looked at me like, are you in denial? Did you not just hear what I said? And that wasn't the case. I heard what the man said. And of course, that scares anybody, but I didn't even let it set in. I didn't even let it hit my ears until I bowed my back and came right back at him. And, next month I'll be 61 years old. So he was a little bit wrong on that assumption that I would be dead in 4 months. Everyone has inside of them a desire to live. Everyone wants to live. They want to be happy and they want to achieve their goals. You have to fight for things sometimes. Sometimes things don't come easily. Right. I can remember sitting in my wheelchair and just being so upset because I was back in the wheelchair again and I couldn't walk. And I would be so frustrated. I would sit there and I would just, and what happens with MS is you get these little plaques on your myelin sheath, which is the coating around your nerve. And when it eats through that coating, it leaves like a short area, but the signal can't go through. So if your brain says, okay, stand up, and it sends a signal and it hits that little plaque area, the signal doesn't go through. So your muscles don't do anything. Well, your brain can reroute the signal, but it takes a lot of work on your part to want to do that. And your brain eventually finds another way around where it can make the connection and you can stand up. And I can remember when I would be able to stand up, it was just like, yes, I did it. And I can still walk today. I can still walk, even though I've been down in the wheelchair several times. So giving up is never the answer. It's never the answer. There's a lot of times that you think, why does it have to be this hard? Why can't it just happen? Why can't it just be easier? But that's not the path. And sometimes God gives you things, but not quite in the order that you expected them. Just for example, I have always wanted a son. I wanted a son so bad. I could carry girls, but I couldn't carry a boy. Every time I got pregnant with a boy, I would miscarry it for some reason or another. Oh, I wanted a boy. That was just my one dream, was to have a boy. And I couldn't understand why I couldn't have a boy. Well, about 10 years later, I guess, I married a man that had 2 children, a little boy that was 6 and a little girl that was 4. And I didn't think of it at the time, but God was giving me my boy
Oh,
that I could raise. And I got to raise this little boy. Now, he answered my dream, but it wasn't like I was expecting it to be. So I didn't even recognize it at first.
yes.
You know,
Yeah.
but sometimes that's the way it happens. You just have to be patient and be strong in your beliefs that you're going to make it and you're going to do it, and fight. Always fight.
Right.
Never, ever, ever give up. Never fight. And you will find that you will get what you want. It won't be easy. I'm not saying it's going to be easy.
Right.
It's never, very seldom ever just handed to you. But if you do fight for it, it is so worth the fight. So worth walking again is so worth all of the PT and all of the fighting and all of the frustration that I went through. Once I was able to walk again, yes, that was the world's one dream for myself, to be able to get back up and go out there and do what I was meant to do. And
Right.
I totally enjoy helping people. And I was looking for a business, and I didn't know if there would be one out there that I could find that I could really help other people, because that's not the way the industry's set up. The industry's set up that it's dog eat dog, person against person. You know, don't dare tell somebody from that team what you know, because that'll be a detriment to you, and it's also horrible. And I kept looking and looking. Now, if I had given up, I would have never found I'm passive. I would have never found it, because there was so many times that I did not find what I was looking for. I did not make it with that company, but that does not mean I failed. The only way that you can fail is if you stop trying. Otherwise, you haven't failed, you've learned. And everything you learn prepares you for the next step.
Right.
So you're not failing as long as you're not stop trying. You have to continue to try and to fight. So I finally found what I was looking for. I found I'm passive. And I would have never found it. And with this company, I can help so many others. I am so free to be myself, because it's my nature to want to help others. And I have so much knowledge that I just want to help other people and keep them from going through what I had to go through to get where I'm at, because I've been doing this for 29 years. That's a long time. And that's a lot of knowledge. And so with this business, I can share with anybody. I help people. I help hundreds of people that are not on my team. I don't care whose team they are. They're on passive. That's the only thing that matters to me. And I help them, and they grow and they learn, and they come back to me with other questions later on. And it's just one big happy family. And that's the way it should be, because what I do helps you. What
Yeah.
you do helps me. It's not dog eat dog. It's a absolutely wonderful company that was built to uplift humanity. And you'll never find a company that's true meaning is to do that. They don't look at it like that. They look at it, how can I make all the money? That's not the way life should be. That's not what we're here to learn. We're here to learn love. We're here to learn how to help each other and to love each other.
That's
So
right.
that's what On Pass is about. And if I would have ever quit, never would have found it. So remember, never, ever give up.
Wow. Wow, Frida, that is awesome. You guys, if you're listening to this, what a perfect thing for a takeaway. Never give up. That happens often. We get discouraged in life. All kinds of things happen to people, but if you can find that way to just keep stepping forward, and you will get to where you want to be, just as Frida has been sharing. Frida, that was wonderful. Thank you so much for taking the time today. I really appreciate it. And we'll be talking to you again soon.
Okay, Tyra, thank you so much.